Working with chocolate is a skill and it's an art, both of which Greg Hook has mastered. He produces everything from First Nations chocolate medallions to decorated high heels made from the best Belgian and French chocolate. Greg is the owner of Chocolate Arts in Vancouver, and it is my pleasure to welcome Greg Hook back to Studio 42 Show and tell us more.
Well, thank you for having me.
You have been busy.
Yes, we're always very busy at this time of the year. We always have lots of things to do to get ready for Valentine's Day and after that Easter.
Apparently Valentine's is huge. Christmas first, then Halloween, then Valentine's.
Well, and really Halloween's a little bit different because it's more the smaller things, and Valentine's is always more interesting because it's actually, we get more male clientele than we do female clientele.
I see.
And most of the year it's mostly
a smart
female.
man.
Yes.
A smart man
but
buys
they don't,
the chocolate.
But they don't shop as well as women do. Right? They're more difficult to deal with.
I bet they are, because they say, I don't know, just give me something.
Yeah.
Or what would she want?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
You say, I'm just the owner of the shop.
Yeah, we just make it. We don't know what.
It's
what
how they
want.
do perfume too, most men.
Yes.
They say, I don't know what she likes, but I need a good perfume.
Right.
We say, not my guy. He's got to understand the scent of a woman. How did you do that?
Well, this is just sculptural elements. It's just we do all sorts of different, there's sort of molds and color them and arrange it essentially in an artful manner. And then it's, we spray it. So we essentially take a paint spray gun, cut chocolate with cocoa butter, and then it gives a nice lustrous finish to everything.
So it's edible.
Absolutely
You don't
edible.
spray it with lacquer
No,
or
it's
anything.
just we use the gun, and it's only used for chocolate, and it's absolutely everything's completely
So
edible
if
that
somebody
way.
gives you that for the Valentine's Day, how long will it last?
Well, as long as you want it to last.
Depending on the person.
Exactly. And we always say something like this lasts for a long time because it's solid chocolate. Some of the more, the ones with the fillings, they'll be a little bit more perishable. So there's cream and fruits and things filled in there.
Right, and you are a purist about fillings.
Yes.
I hear tell.
Yes.
What's in a Greg Hook chocolate, for instance?
Well, besides love.
Of course.
Besides love.
Good answer.
Yeah, we what we try and do is take flavor combinations, and we really want to, as opposed to putting too many flavors in, something when you bite into it, you really want to taste the flavor. So if it's a rhubarb chocolate, you really want to taste the rhubarb, or if it's strawberry, you want it to be strawberry. So for Valentine's Day, we do what we call a strawberry seduction, and it's a layer of a strawberry jelly and a champagne ganache, so that the strawberry and champagne, we always think it would be like breakfast, you know, strawberries and champagne.
Right, of course. So not too sweet.
No.
Not too sweet. Always in dark or milk or white?
Well, we've been finding there's a whole gravitation towards more dark chocolate. There's lots of reports that dark chocolate is more healthy, and we just find, and even personally, I eat less milk chocolate than I used to, although I still like it at certain times of the day.
Right, but it is on the superfood list.
Yeah. The
darker the better,
the darker
the
the
doctor
better.
says.
Yes.
Good for biz.
Well, it is, and it's good for. It's such a nice thing to have a little bit of chocolate every day. So I mean, I am fortunate I get to eat chocolate every day. So.
Do you?
Absolutely.
You have to taste.
Well, I have to taste, and it's more that I want to taste. I have my favorites, and it's a great way to finish either a meal or something in the afternoon. Absolutely.
So when Greg Hook goes to the I'm a Goner home or to the pie in the sky, what would you request of all of this?
That's a
I know
really
it
large
won't.
question.
I know it won't be a Reese's peanut butter cup.
No,
you can think about it.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, as far as that, I'm a really simple guy. To me, a perfectly roasted nuts and dark chocolate is the best, and more of a combination of more nuts than chocolate. So to me, if I were to have anything, something that's simply a freshly roasted nut and chocolate, to me is brilliant.
Oh, that is a brilliant combo. And there's something about peanut butter and chocolate and almonds and chocolate.
Almonds and chocolate. I often will take handfuls of almonds and eat those with pieces of chocolate.
Well, you can have the macadamia nuts, not my thing.
No.
But the almonds, mine.
Yeah.
Now the lacy heart. What is that called? Do these have names?
Well, every year one of the things is we go and make things and then we have to think it. So this one we don't really have a name, but the lacy heart is just a technique where we pipe chocolate into a mold, let it set, and then in this case we've just sprayed it with a very light amount of colored cocoa butter.
And do you store it in the fridge when you bring it home, or can you leave it on the
No,
counter?
we
Not in the
always-
sun, I know.
We always recommend that everything stays outside of the fridge, because the fridge will always have condensation and can harm things. And much like cheese, at room temperature has much more flavor than if it's been chilled.
So makes sense.
That being said, lots of people like chocolate bars out of the fridge because they like the crunch.
Well, I guess, but
Right.
not me. The shoe, I love that shoe.
Yeah, it's cute. We
That's
have
a
a lot of fun.
Cinderella.
Yeah, for the right girl.
For the right girl, I'm interviewing a novelist tomorrow who's written a book called Cinder, and Cinderella is a cyborg.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's a futuristic take on the Cinderella story. She would like that shoe, I'm thinking.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, chocolate roses, always.
Yeah,
What's the gold leaf? Is it real gold leaf? Can you eat it?
absolutely. It's 24, so there are different grades of gold leaf. This is 24 karat gold, so it's absolutely edible. And we just say that it's an expensive way to get your minerals.
I guess it is,
Yeah.
but it's so beautiful.
It is, and it just adds that touch of richness.
Can you eat silver leaf?
Yes,
You can.
and bronze leaf as well.
And bronze leaf?
And they pretty much essentially apparently just go through us.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, I know you can wear it, but I've seen liquor with leaf in it.
Yep.
So you have gold specks on your teeth or
Yep.
something like that. What's it hidden inside this
Well,
one?
we just have our
As I'm looking through the holes of the heart.
just an assortment of chocolates that would be much similar to this, and it's just an assortment of a lot of our specialties and items that are we call them always our chocolatier's choice. So whatever we have currently, the ones that we feel that are the ones that display or are our best foot forward, so to speak, or
Yes,
best taste forward.
sure.
That's what we like to put on there.
This is the best foot forward
Yes,
right
of
here.
course, yes.
Of course it is. But this says crispy raspberry tart.
Yeah.
I mean,
Heart.
heart.
We there's a lovely product that we incorporate, and it's called fouettine, and it's a French. If you think of the crepe cookies, so the company used to make the rolls, you know,
Like
where you
ice
put them
cream
in-
cones.
Exactly. But what they discovered was they had so much breakage that they would package that up and they would sell it to pastry chefs and chocolatiers. Now they don't make the rolls anymore. They just make the little pieces of that crepe cookie. So it adds a really lovely crispy crunch.
So a little crackle.
Little crackle, and we take a little what we call raspberry leather, so we dehydrate raspberry puree and grind that up, and so it's raspberry and has a little bit of a crunch to it as
Sure.
well.
Well, you know, as a kid, Rice Krispie bars.
Yes,
They were hot.
and they still are.
Are they?
Well, I just
Well,
absolutely.
me too. I like them. I like them too. Still.
Yeah.
Then they had that awful one we used to eat in the movies called the Big Hunk.
Right.
It was white with nuts in it. I have no idea what it was.
No,
It
I
was
don't know.
taffy or something.
I know what you mean. I remember.
Remember
Yes.
they were this long. It
Yeah.
was called the Big Hunk.
Yeah.
And then the Almond Joys, which was coconut.
Yes. And my I love like a number of. I would love to create high scale candy bars because there's some wonderful combinations of flavors when we grew up.
Right.
Of those flavors, those combinations, and I'd love to do it with
sure.
really good quality ingredients as opposed to mostly all sugar.
And they are doing strange things with chocolate. You are.
Yeah.
You chocolatiers.
Yeah.
Chili and chocolate?
Yeah.
Not really strange.
No.
It's ancient. What else? Lavender?
Well, lavender, and we're currently working on. My brother brought me some pepper from an area in Cambodia that apparently is highly prized for their pepper. And it's outstanding pepper, and we're working on a black pepper marshmallow that goes inside a chocolate within some chocolate.
We're working on it, are we?
Well,
in the chocolate lab?
We are, because we haven't perfected it because it's a little trickier. We want to be able to have a little bit of heat, but you want the spice, the flavor of the pepper to come out. And so that's the one that we're currently
great.
working on.
So coming up at Chocolate Arts, a black pepper marshmallow.
Yeah.
When you do a medallion for the Haida,
Yeah.
a Robert Davidson medallion, do you have to get permission from Robert or from the artist, or can you just do it?
Well, what we did was Robert was essentially a partner in the company a number of years ago.
Oh.
And so what we've done is we've just, over the time, what we do is we pay him a royalty. So every time that we produce and sell one, then he gets his royalty. And we just really appreciate him as an individual. So
yes, absolutely. Who doesn't?
yes, absolutely.
Who doesn't? We are blessed to have Robert Davidson in our midst.
Absolutely.
In the Charlottes and the Haida Gwaii and all of that. And I bet he likes chocolate. Just guessing.
Just guessing. Absolutely.
How nice to see you. Happy Valentine's.
And same to you.
Yes, your sweetheart is going to have a lovely day.
Although I can't give my wife chocolate anymore.
I guess. That's just like, I never thought of that. Well, diamonds work.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you for planting that
Thanks.
seed.
You're welcome. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Greg Hook from Chocolate Arts. And remember, you can catch all of our conversations on YouTube or follow us on Twitter at Fanny Studio 4.